Another divisional opponent is coming up in Week 10 as the Seattle Seahawks head down to California to take on the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are the only team in the NFL that is undefeated, setting up an exciting showdown on Monday Night Football.
We're excited about this week. Getting the chance to play on Monday, it makes it fun and all that. We're playing against a terrific opponent. These guys have just done such a marvelous job this season. They've played out ahead of games. They've played in tough games. They've been able to do it all. Got a really good formula. You know, playing off their defense in the running game. You know how much we respect that. They've been really tough. They look hard to beat, and they're getting the guys well too. So they got to be feeling really good about the way this has worked out schedule-wise. The Thursday to Monday is a great deal for them. So we're up against it. We got to have a good week, and cranked up.
I think the 49ers look great. Obviously, they got a lot of great players on their defense, and they're making a lot of plays. They've been top-notch all year. You turn on the film, and they're making plays all over the field. So we're going to have to be on our stuff. We're looking forward to the opportunity to travel on the road again. We've been playing great on the road, so we have no fear of that, and just go on the road and trying to win a tough game.
San Francisco's ground game ranks second in the league, averaging 171 yards an outing. The team picked up Tevin Coleman in the offseason, creating a 1-2 punch with Matt Breida.
I think they just have so many different things that they do because of the weapons that they have. They have a great fullback that they can utilize in the run game and pass game. They have a screen and a pass play off of every run, and it just makes you. It's one of those teams. They do a really good job of hiding. They don't really have tendencies, but it makes you have to read your keys and have to be disciplined because you can watch something one week and they won't run it the next week. And they run specifically something that you either struggle with or, a way to kind of flood the zones, or they're going to find one or two plays that they're going to implement in their offense that's going to challenge your knowledge, challenge your discipline, and we got to be ready for it.
They have really good runners, really good blockers. They have a really good scheme, and they are dedicated to it. I think a lot of times teams that want to run, sometimes it doesn't happen like the way they want to. But if you're a committed running team, you commit to it and you find ways to make it successful, and they do just that.
When it comes to the passing game, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo's favorite target is tight end George Kittle. Kittle leads the team in receptions and receiving yards, but his availability is up in the air after suffering a knee injury last week. The Niners also recently acquired veteran Emmanuel Sanders.
Just another classy receiver, that everybody likes having. Emmanuel can do everything. He can play in the slot and play outside. He's a downfield guy and a slot type of receiver as well if they need him to be. Has not shown that yet, but he's just really an accomplished player. He's got 40 catches already this year. He's off to a great year.
When it comes to the Niners defense, Seattle fans will see some familiar faces and similarities with defensive coordinator Robert Saleh and Richard Sherman. San Francisco's defense has been smothering, leading the league in total defense and pass defense. The team is giving up just under 13 points a game, the second fewest in the league.
There's similarities. They've adjusted some. They've done some things a little differently, but it's in principle, yeah. And you can see it's Robert Saleh's defense. You can see all that in there, and there's a lot of familiarity. But there are things that are different about it. They've added a couple coaches and things have changed a little bit in that regard, and you can see that.
And there's definitely some similarities in terms of their defense and ours, in terms of coverages and stuff like that. But they definitely do a good job of mixing things up and doing different things.
Up front, the Niners defense is stacked. The team ranks third in the league with 30 sacks. Rookie Nick Bosa leads the team with 7 of them, followed by Eric Armstead and Dee Ford, who have 5.5 apiece.
I think they're the top group in the whole league, and just their style of play, the way they're coaching them. Nick Bosa adding 2 those guys has been a big addition. Dee Ford is really fit in really well on the third down situations, so they're flying, and they're about as good as you can hope to be now. They're getting it done.
The depth that they have is really I don't know if it can be matched in the league just with the guys that they have. Bosa, terrific talent. Across the board. Armstead. You go across the board. They're really good. Playing a little different this year. The way they're playing with a little wide 9 technique, which is different. I believe they have a new D-line coach, I'm pretty sure. But they play hard. They rotate through. They stay fresh, and they work well together.
For the Seahawks, the team recently made another big addition in picking up wide receiver Josh Gordon off waivers. While we don't know his availability for the game, the veteran did practice during the week and could be a big asset to the receiving corps moving forward.
Josh, yeah, he's been great since he's gotten here. He's been studying like crazy. He sits up, and takes tons of notes. He's highlighting like crazy. He's in his playbook nonstop. So he's prepared. He'll be prepared, ready to roll. He's a true pro. He's been in different systems and stuff like that. So I think that helps him. So I think he's really fired up to be here. We're fired up to have him.
Well, the Seahawks have an NFL best 24-10 record on Monday Night Football, and when you look at the record against the Niners, the Seahawks are just as impressive, winning 9 out of the last 10 regular season meetings. Well, kickoff is set for 5:15 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on ESPN, or as always, listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.